Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. We're playing Ruby Storm again today with the sweet tech of sprouting vines to fill up our hand and make all of our rummage spells really good. We're going to combine it with some more spells with Ren's Resolve and Reckless Impulse, so we have 6 draw 2s that we can use to set up. And then I'm deciding to play this time 4 Gutter Snipes. I don't know if that's going to matter, but just more raw power. It's stuff that we can discard. You could maybe make these lands or something else. Hard to say. So the idea here is that we're going to use Sprouting Vines after storming off, put all of our basics into our hand and get them out of the deck. And then we're making our big scores always have a target to discard from our hand, so we don't have to discard anything weird. And we're going to make extra treasure tokens. So we have 6 draw spells that make mana, as well as Seething Song and Manamorphose to make mana, and Lotus Petal as well. After a bunch of Solitaire, I've decided to go for 8 cost reducers here, and then the rest of the deck is pretty simple. I'm going for like 20 draw spells, as Electric Revelation, it draws 2 times. And then we've got the Glimpse of the Impossible and the Feldon's Cane to loop if we need it. In the sideboard, some Apostle's Blessing, some Dispels. Apostle's Blessing is good versus Snuff Out. Dispel is good versus Raven Charm. Fire Blast, good versus blue decks. Weather Storm, good versus mono red. And Flaring Pain for strands. If you're interested in sideboard guides, check out patreon.com/kalikaiz. If you want early access to videos, hit the join button on the YouTube page. Also, check out cardmarket.com, the largest seller of Magic the Gathering cards in Europe. And make sure to like and subscribe if I didn't say that already. Let's try out some matches. We're here in match 1. We have a pretty solid hand on the draw. We have a Narcomancer and a Pillage. This deck struggles a lot versus blue decks, so you do have to worry about that. Our opponent has mulliganed to 5, indicating they may be on a combo deck. Forest to lead it off. Maybe it's Bogles. We'll go Mountain past the turn. I think we can go slow into mulligan to 5 with Forest. Turn 2 a Narcomancer, turn 3 pillage away a land. Turn 4 win the game, hopefully. Our opponent cycles a Generous Ent for a Forest. Could it be Dredge? Overgrown Battlement, it is Walls. Alright, so we need to go fast. We have a Lotus Petal, play an Narcomancer. Can I go faster than a turn 2 Battlement? We play a Tinder Wall. Winding Way, finding Wall of Roots, Lead the Stampede goes to the graveyard, Quirion Ranger, and Forest goes to the graveyard. They untap the Battlement after making a Quirion Ranger on the battlefield. Plays Wall of Roots, 2 cards in hand. So, Wall of Roots, Quirion, these are gone. Plays Lead the Stampede. Yikes. How does it go? Oh, Cascade Walls. Tinder Wall. So, Tuk Tuk is bad. Land, we will pillage away this mountain. Finding the Sprouting Vines. So, Petal, Petal, Petal. 1, 2, 3. We'll go red. Go to green. Hold Control, cast Big Score, pitch the mountain, cast Sprouting Vines. We'll grab some lands. Doesn't really matter which ones you grab, I don't think. We would maybe want to put a mountain into play. Find another Sprouting Vines. I'm just going to cast it, I guess. Get the rest of them out of the deck, and then hopefully we don't, we draw some gas, and we can go through them. Okay, your turn. We have to discard. Discarding a bunch of forests. Okay, we'll discard some forests. They play the Tuk Tuk, so now they have Lead the Stampede. They could potentially win the game here. Writhing Chrysalis as well. Plays a Caretaker. Now their Battlement makes 3/4 mana. Caretaker has haste, so it can make red mana by tapping the Rubble Fort. Plays Axebane Guardian. I'm super dead here. Right, Writhing Chrysalis to start it off. Into probably Altasaur. Tuk Tuk's already on the table. Altasaur finds a Quirion Ranger, which can untap their Axebane Guardian. Pretty solid. Alright, scoop it up. See if we were going to do anything next turn. Revelation into Morphos, into Impossible. More mana. So this was maybe not lethal. I guess I shouldn't have scooped. I guess I got in my head. Should have made them have it. So we don't do anything, we just resubmit. Maybe I cut, bring in a mountain over a Gutter Snipe. for a little bit of a better keep. Let's go. I'll try to keep this. We'll go land, Reckless Impulse. Our opponent mulligans to 6. They absolutely crushed me on a mulligan to 5, and now they've mulliganed to 5 again. Is that bad, or is it good? Play a land and pass. So this mountain could have been a gutter snipe. Better to have the mountain in hand for sure. Play Jaspera turn 1. I'm nervous, but I'm going to try Reckless Impulse. If I don't hit green mana and hit a cost reducer, I'm going to be sad. My opponent had told me that they're making dinner at the moment, so they are taking some long pauses, which is messing with my flow, man. Find Gutter Snipe and Electric Revelation. Okay, pass the turn. Can't really use either of those. I could Revelation discarding something, or I could just play out the Gutter Snipe. Maybe just playing out the Gutter Snipe is good enough. They've got a forest into a Tinder Wall. Plays a Winding Way. They find land. Tuk Tuk scares me. Put the Gutter Snipe onto the table. Could have Revelation, discard Revelation. That was another option. I think the best thing to do here is probably play the Impossible, because if I whiff, I'll have a little bit more mana for the following turn. They can make red mana by tapping the Tinder Wall with a Jaspera, and then play the Tuk Tuk. They make 5 mana, Venging Hunter. Venging Hunter haunting me no matter where I go. Plays a forest into a Tinder Wall. Find a Lotus Petal. I'll try Glimpse the Impossible. Okay, so we found a forest and a Lotus Petal. I don't want to use the Seething Song, so let's go Seething Song, cast the Glimpse, see what we find. Nothing. Unfortunately, we missed on a reducer here, and then I'll cast Ren's Resolve, put you to 12. Your turn. So we get some mana. We have Big Score and Seething Song. So I really need to top deck a cost reducer. They play Winding Way, finding a bunch of creatures. Makes 4 mana. Plays the Tuk Tuk. They have 1 mana left over and a Caretaker. Still have 1 mana. Gets in for 5. Right now we have 7 mana, 8, 9 potentially. Come on, cost reducer. Finding a forest. So we will start on Seething Song. Put you to 10. And then try a Glimpse. We have... Okay. A Narcomancer here. Play a land. So now we have 4 mana. Or 5 mana. So I can Sprouting Vines into the Electric Revelation. 5 mana. So cast the Vines. They go to 6. Okay, we got a bunch of lands. Now I can Big Score pitching a land. And then I guess we just play the Cane. We're probably dead next turn. Let's see what happens. One of us is dead on my next turn, or before my next turn. They have 4 cards in hand, so let's see. Caretaker got played. Chrysalis still in hand. Maybe they just have the Chrysalis, and then we can win. We actually can win by just casting Revelation twice. It costs 7 mana. We have 4, 5, 6, 7 total. So maybe if they're threatening lethal, we can chump with the Anarchomancer. Right? They went into Stash. X-Bane. Lead the Stampede is really bad. They find Caretaker, Venging Hunter, Tinder Wall. That might not be enough. They play the Tinder Wall. Oh, I guess the Avenging Hunter makes a 4/1 Menace Skeleton creature. So they actually have Chrysalis into Avenging Hunter? Do they really have it? No. No way. 4 mana. 5. Oh. So this is probably lethal. Avenging Hunter coming in. Right? Makes a skeleton. 10. I just chump the one I can block. We go to 1. I win. Unreal. Ping you. And ping you again. I guess I could have attacked first. Yay. That's all I'm going to do. Just try it again. Okay, we have a turn 1 Anarchomancer. I will keep. Opponent has mulligan to 6 this time. They lead on forest and pass the turn, maybe? Question mark? Looks like yes. All right. Petal. Narcomancer. We can turn to the Gutter Snipe and try to kill them the next turn. A Winding Way. Find Tinderwall, Ent, Axebane, and a Winding Way. Land, Gutter Snipe, then 2. That is pretty good. We can Morphos, Gutter Snipe, Reckless Impulse on this turn. They play an Axebane Guardian. Play out the Gutter Snipe. Play a land. Manamorphose. Take 4. Go red, red. Reckless Impulse. Take 4. Put his Petal. I will put my Thornscape onto the table. And attack. They're at 8. I have Pirate's Pillage lined up for 2 mana. Yeah, still at 8. Let's see what happens. Hopefully they don't have a breath weapon. Plays a Caretaker. Into a Tinderwall. Do you have the breath weapon? They play a Quirion Ranger. Am I dead this turn? Anything could happen. I have to not scoop until attacks. No. 3 mana. Uh-oh. That would kill their Quirion Ranger, though. Plays Lead the Stampede. Battlement and Wall of Roots. Played this and this. Here comes some more stuff. No hasty guy right now. Play a Writhing Chrysalis. Into a Wall of Roots. And an Overgrown Battlement. 2 cards in hand. One of them is Generous Ent. We will pillage. Pillage, discard the forest. Put you to 4. Come on! Can we get there? Ren's Resolve for victory! Hooray! See you in round 2. Round 2, let's go. I'm on the play. I have a Narcomancer. This is a keep. Super duper keep. We can go a Narcomancer turn 2, and then Petal, Morphos, Vines if we want to, but sort of depends on what our opponent's up to. We are praying for the non-interactive matchups. They play an island. Well, it was a good run. Let's play the Narcomancer. Are you pairing anything with your island? That is the question. Another island. Okay. Play a mountain. Swing in for 2. I guess I'm gonna chill. 3rd island, doing nothing. This is acceptable. I will attack. I can afford to make the land drop here because I have the vines to get more lands. They land. Opponent casts a Brainstorm. They thought scour themselves, so we will find out if they're blue-black. So just mono blue it looks like. I'll cast a Manamorphose. Or red-green. Then I will go ahead and Sprouting Vines. Put a bunch of lands into my hand. Mountains. Mostly mountains, and then maybe 1 additional forest here. So our hand is full. They are going to Brainstorm again. So now I get to Electric Revelation, pitching a forest, and draw some cards. Okay, they've resolved their Brainstorm. We will Revelation, pitching a forest. Okay, pass the turn. Discard another forest. They can cast Double Terror here if they want to tap out. Or they can just play an instant or sorcery. I think I should make my land drops. Well, we'll try a Thornscape Familiar. See if they want to use a counterspell. Okay, I'll go land. Lotus Petal. Cast a Glimpse. Counterspell. Sprouting Vines. And then I will pass. We're going to grab the rest of the lands out of the deck. So now it's only gas left. If they tap out on my end step, then I'm going to use the big score to instant speed draw 2 cards and pitch a land again. Our opponent at 14. They go Lorien Revealed. We've shown them that we are willing to do end step stuff, but they are going to tap out anyway. They thought scar themselves, milling, Ponder and Brainstorm, and we can big score pitching and land and pass the turn. Found the Gutter Snipe. I'll get rid of the forest. I think I want to just jam the Gutter Snipe first thing on my turn because that is something that could eat a counterspell. Turn 5 for Excelente. They ponder. They ended up shuffling on the ponder. Plays a Tellurian Terror. Okay, so what are you going to do now? A Cryptic Serpent. They're tapping out. Oh, man. Oh, they've got an island. We just have to not get got by a Spell Pierce. Play the Gutter Snipe. Play a Reckless Impulse. They go to 12. We have another Gutter Snipe. Play Ren's Resolve, putting them to 8. Sometimes just having maximum pingers is good. A Seething Song, hello. That should seal the deal. Seething Song, a Spell Pierce. Okay, I'll pay the 2. Gutter Snipe, and play in a Narcomancer. Why not? And they scoop. We've won game 1 versus Mono Blue. Just unreal. Need to bring in the Mountain, and I think we bring in 4 Pyros. Then I have to figure out what to cut. Probably a Vines and a couple of these discard effects. Maybe that's not good enough. Maybe 2 Narcomancers, a couple of Gutter Snipes. So we're looking to actually just win the game by comboing. I'll trim on 1 more Pillage, put back in the Narcomancer. Okay, what a hand. Keep. So our Thornscapes cannot be Hydroblasted. We can get them on the table early and then see if our opponent is just going to take some chip damage and then has to tap out doing something. And they're playing a Brainstorm. They will probably upkeep Fetch or something. Maybe, yeah. So they're going to Thought Scour to clear the Brainstorm. Milling Thought Scour, Lorien Revealed. Could have just taken the Lorien Revealed out of the top. Holding up a Hydroblast. We'll play the Thornscape and pass the turn. They cannot Spell Pierce it, and they cannot Hydroblast it. Uses a Brainstorm. Okay. Maybe they're looking for a foil, or they're just trying to get it out of the way. 5 in the graveyard. Mental Note, Milling Island Spell Pierce, plays a land. And here comes the Terrors. Oh, they're playing a Ponder, so no creature just yet. It's worth noting that the Thornscape Familiar does not cost reduce the Sprouting Vines. So it will cost me 3 mana, which is quite a bit. No Terror. Land. Play the Thornscape Familiar. I'll go ahead and get in. He'll go to 18. If they have 4 mana here and they can play a Terror with double interaction, it'll be pretty tough to beat. Would they bring in a Null for a Lotus Petal? That is a question. Ponders again. They did not shuffle. Let's attempt to Manamorphose off of the Forest. Go red. Play the Forest. Play a Narcomancer. That resolves. Play a Lotus Petal. I will attempt a Seething Song. Resolves again. I guess they're going to counterspell this Reckless Impulse. So I will, I guess, just cast the Reckless Impulse, assuming it's going to get counterspelled. Hydroblast. And then we can get lands out of our deck. We will pull 7 lands out. But now I need to draw some action. Hey, our hand is full again of all lands. Oh man, I flooded. Opponent cycles a Lorien Revealed. And they're getting an, oh, they do have black in their deck. They must be playing the Sneaky Snacker build. Plays a Cryptic Serpent. I will Pyroblast your Cryptic Serpent. A Blue Blast in response. That is bad. Okay, let's see if we can make it happen on our turn. They've used a bunch of blasts and nonsense. We have to draw into some action. I'm just not going to block here. We would have had a winning race if that Pyroblast had resolved. They only have 3 cards in hand. And now they have lots. 5 cards in hand. My turn, I lose. Let's see. We were really close. Draw. So this would have fizzled. We could have killed their creatures though. What did I take out? I took out some card draw spells. I'll just cut 1 more Narcomancer, or we're on the play. Okay. Just resubmit it this way. I took out 1 petal for another card draw spell. We're on the play. I think this is a mulligan. This one is closer. We probably mull though. Okay, this is pretty solid. Let's keep it, put back the Vines, and put back the Seething Song. Opponent has, oh, we mulligan to 5, they mulligan to 6. Play land, pass the turn. Hopefully they just don't have 50 Hydroblasts. Make them have it. Alright, they didn't. Plays a land. I'll go Mountain. Attack you for 2. A Hydroblast. I'm gonna Manamorphose in response. Really surprised that they just didn't counter it when it was on the stack. And then we'll try to... that's a sorcery speed. Okay. Okay, that is dead. Our opponent has played an island and passed the turn again. We'll play a land. Just gonna try this. We'll probably get blown out by a Spell Pierce. I feel that this matchup is a bit impossible, so I'm just kind of doing what I can. I think I have to... oh, wow, they have a Brainstorm. They're looking for a Spell Pierce or a Hydroblast. And then Counterspell. Mental Note. I think I'm just going to pack it up. I'm not really interested in playing against this this deck at the moment with what I have in my hand. We would have gotten hammered anyway. Let's go to the next one. We're here in round 3 versus Pedrostone. We have a turn 1 or 2 Thornscape Familiar. It depends a lot on what they're doing. I think they're a Bogles player. Forest, okay. So I'm just going to disrespect. Play Mountain, Lotus Petal, play Thornscape Familiar. Your turn. So next turn I'm going to go... oh no, Swamp. Brute Scale. Oh, the Brute Scales. So we'll go Mountain, Petal. Can you imagine if they just turn 3 me? That would stink. Let's play Thornscape Familiar. Play a Gutter Snipe. Offer the trade, I guess. They don't want to trade. It's a surprise. Jund Brute Scale. Adapts it up. Easy. Had it in hand the whole time. No problem. Okay, they have a Chromatic Star for colors. And they just discard their hand to kill my hand. Okay. Concede. Easy game. So what even happened there? They just had... what was that opener? That was unreal. Unreal. Let's bring in the Apostle's Blessing. Cut on some number of Gutter Snipes. We need to go fast and just get lucky, right? So we can cut vines. I can't believe they opened up that hand. That was unbelievable. Okay, we'd like to play first. We can do our best. Keep. I'll play them Lotus Petal turn 1, I think. Lotus Petal, go ahead. Put it on Twisted Landscape. Fetching out that swamp for the snuff outs. Oh, they got a forest. Alright. Let's go green, a Narcomancer, land, Reckless Impulse. Okay, we have a decent hand going. They play Chromatic Star. Bajuka Bogs me. I don't really like Bajuka Bog in this deck. You can do what you want. Manamorphose. We'll make green-red. Play Lotus Petal. Let's use the big score on the forest. And then we can hold control. Put a Manamorphose on the stack. And then go green. Put Sprouting Vines on the stack. We'll get 5 lands out of the deck. Let's see if this Manamorphose draws me anything. We'll go red-green. If it doesn't, we just... alright, did not really get me anything. So I'm going to Vines. Get the rest of the lands. I have no lands left. I also don't have Vines if I want to loop. My last Vines. Send. We'll discard some forests. And a mountain. Let's see if they have it. They go last rights. Okay, I hope you discard a lot of cards, because it's not going to help you. I am discard proof this time. They discarded 3 cards, and we lost 1 card, which we will immediately get back. That worked well. We're going to discard a mountain. Play land. Thornscape Familiar. Now Apostle's Blessing is 0 mana, which is awesome. You have another last rights. They Viscer's Insight their star. Plays Energy Refractor. Okay, we're going to untap, draw 3 cards. Go Gutter Snipe first. Draw 3. You go to 14. I can now Thornscape into big score, pitching the forest. Making mana. Play Manamorphose. We'll go red, I guess. Not get there. So let's Apostle's Blessing on the Gutter Snipe. Paying white. They go to 8. Protection from black. And then play the Feldon's Cane. Attack for 4. Now Snuff Out is turned off. Pass the turn, I guess. We can put them to 2 right now for 0 mana. They play Chromatic Star. Sacrifice for a green. We win the game. That was a really hilarious last rites. Just didn't do anything. Love it. Try again. Okay, we have turn 2 fam gutter snipe. We go fam gutter snipe into big score. Land, pass the turn. Our opponent has turn 2 brood scale. Nope, wellspring. You. Get me this time. Thornscape. We do have to play around bog, so we can't maybe just jam all the gutter snipes. I don't know. Plays a landscape. Are you going to discard your hand? I would be sad again. Don't do it. Last rites in hand every time. I wonder how many they're playing. Let's play out a gutter snipe. They're playing 3 last rites in the deck. Drown in Sorrow to kill my gutter snipe. Landscape and mountain. Go mountain, Hornscape, gutter snipe. They've become a removal deck. Another drown. Unfortunate. I'm dead to a bog now. I think. Yeah, I'm dead to a bog. Big score away a land. Play land, pass the turn. Our opponent has a deadly dispute. We're just sitting here waiting for them to draw the bog and we'll be just dead, have to concede. 3 last rites. Gross. Discards my 2 glimpses. We'll cast Manamorphose. Just cycling it. Reckless Impulse is good. Play Lotus Petal. Play Sprouting Vines. So we get some lands out of the deck. And then I think since I don't have any reducers, I should play a land. That's the turn. They sacrifice for a mountain. Here comes an Narcomancer. What are you going to do about it? The Eviscerator's Insight, sacrificing their treasure. 6 cards in hand. We're at parity in deck size, but I have only lands in hand. I hope you'd arrest me. That would be hilarious. This was known information, unfortunately. I'll cast Manamorphose. Going red. And attack for 2. A Chromatic Star. So it looks like, okay, we find a glimpse. I'm down with a glimpse. Find big score, pillage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I will pillage away a land. Play a land. Play Seething Song. Green. Play the Sprouting Vines. Get the last lands out of the deck. Just 2 left. Doesn't really benefit me to leave them in the deck though, because otherwise this big score won't be very useful. And we'll big score, pitching a forest. 1 mana left open for Reckless Impulse. Can we get there? Try Manamorphose. Red. Okay. Try Reckless Impulse again. Seems like they have Weather the Storm. Try another Ren's Resolve. Okay. I will play out a Narcomancer into Seething Song, into Glimpse. Okay, I will attempt to chain off and win. Storm is very high. Narcomancer, pillage away this. This is gonna be rough. Revelation, pitching this. Song. I need to find my Feldon's Cane. The Ren's Resolve. Revelation. Another Ren's Resolve. 5 cards left. Big score, pitching a land. There's the Cane. Okay, so play the Cane. And we'll Manamorphose, making red. Then we have to, like, hold control, Electric Revelation, discarding the Thornscape Familiar, discarding the Thornscape Familiar, and then crack the Cane. Storm is a bajillion right now. We find a big score and a Ren's Resolve. So let's just go Petal. This is until end of next turn, I'm going to pass the turn. Storm is currently 25. I think I need to play out a Petal here. 26. Here comes the Weather the Storm. They didn't have it. Oh man. They never had it. Can't believe it. Chromatic Star, sacrifice. Right now they can win from hand. They'd have to have another way of filtering mana though. Duress. Oh, big score. Pitching Mountain. Okay. So they can take probably Glimpse. Okay, unfortunate. They're gonna Lacerates me. Or is this a Drown in Sorrow? Annoying. Do I want to use the Metamorphose? I guess so. Morphos. Go red-green. Blessing this one. Protection from black. Then blessing this one. Protection from black. Blessing this one. Protection from black. Cast Sprouting Vines. This means that they don't have to discard as many cards, but we are going to get all the lands out of our deck. They were going to be able to get rid of my Ren's Resolve either way. And I would rather just make it, take advantage of the situation, ever having drawn those Sprouting Vines there. We have a very large amount of draw spells, but we could whiff. Discards a Bojuka Bog and a Last Rites. Right. I'll play my Narcomancer since it goes away. Send in 6. Drown in Sorrow to kill my creatures. Okay. Play Familiar. Big score, pitching a Forest. We're just like adding mana to the table. Reckless Impulse. Finding a Glimpse. I'll attempt to cast the Glimpse. Seething Song. Reckless Impulse. Finding a Thornscape. Then we can Glimpse again. And try using the Pirate's Pillage. Trying to maintain a lot of instants and just regular instants. Thornscape Familiar. Big score. Right. Yeah. Big score from mana. Pitch this. 10 cards left. These are all end of this turn. That's not great. Seething Song. Ren's Resolve. Better Snipe. Okay, we got it. Well, GG, man. Sorry for salting off. I can't believe I won the game. Okay, well, we got wrecked turn 1, or game 1, and then somehow pulled it out. So we will see you in round 4. Round 4 versus Otacon, who is usually a Gardens gamer. Let's keep this. Land, pass the turn. They play Drawsforge Bridge, so it's probably Affinity. I'm going to put a Thornscape on the table. This next turn, we could Thornscape, Seething Song, and Big Score. They cast down my creature. They're probably playing the Jund Wildfire deck, if I had to guess. They have an archetype. Land, I'll play the Lotus Petal. And then I'm going to pass. I think we probably Big Score away the Forest here. There's a Wellspring. So no Snuff Out available. There's a Bridge. Big Score this. We have 5 mana on the table. Double Ren's Resolve. Or Reckless Impulse. Okay. That is very solid. So a Narcomancer. And then this Thornscape costs 1 mana. You can cast Seething Song for 1 mana. And draw 4 cards. Reckless Impulse. We can hold control. And go Reckless Impulse into Sprouting Vines. Grab a Forest. Then I'll F6. It takes a very long time to do all of this, so I'm just skipping most of it. Okay. Undo the auto yields. We can play another land, play the Forest. Then this Pirate's Pillage is 1 mana and makes mana. Then I can cast Ren's Resolve. Okay, we're chaining. It'd be awesome to get a little early quick game in. I'll try a Glimpse. Seething Song, let's go. Seething Song is a huge spell. Huge. Reckless Impulse. Uh-oh. Do we have any lands left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Cast the Sprouting Vines. Get 3 more lands. So now hopefully it's just gas. We can draw 4 more cards off of just the Electric Revelation. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 draw spells left in the deck. So it's about a third, a little under a third. Revelation, discarding a land. Uh-oh. Revelation, discarding a land. Okay. Gutter Snipe. Pillage, discard this. So now we have green mana again. Another Gutter Snipe. Now it's happening. Zoom. We're blasting you. We're drawing cards. Go to 10. Morphos, I forgot that's also in drawing cards. Love it. Red, red. Glimpse. Easy. They scoop. Oh, that felt good. I think we want the Apostles' Blessings. Gonna be a little bit more grindy. Bring in a mountain. Cut one of these, one petal. We could go down to 2 gutter snipes. They didn't see the looping. This would put me at 3 petals, 15 lands. What else did we cut? Vines. Bring in the Anarchomancer again. We can't expect them to be playing Weather the Storms. That was just really blasting off. Okay, on the draw, I can keep this one. 2 mountains. We have a protection spell. Okay, our opponent's led on a bridge. We'll play a land and pass the turn. They play an Acre Wellspring. We can play another land and pass the turn. Okay, let's see. Hornscape plus a Narcomancer. Plays a mountain. They're passing. Okay, we could Glimpse. I think that's not great. We can Seething Song and then big score away the Revelation, and we'll have 1 mana left over. This is an instant though. So let's wait till their turn. They play a land. Seething Song. We will big score. Pitch the Revelation. This leaves me with 5 mana. Okay, my turn. Another Thornscape. Let's try a Reckless Impulse. Just trying to continue to put lands on the table. I'm hoping they get greedy, tap out, have a snuff out, and then the Apostle's Blessing gets them. I'll play the Forest, and looks like we're passing. They pass the turn. I'll start off with Hornscape Familiar, then play a Narcomancer. I'm a little bit worried about a Sweeper. I can play through a single removal spell. They have a cast down, so I have a 0 mana removal spell. Apostle's Blessing for black. Narcomancer resolves. We Seething Song and Glimpse. Forest, another Blessing. So I guess I Thornscape here. Let's start with Manamorph. Well, Thornscape. A little bit worried about the Sweeper still. Big score makes the Lotus Petal a fine pitch. We have Electric Revelation. We can pitch the Forest. Try Manamorphose, see if we can get anything from that. But it looks like we fizzled. Go red, red. Another Morphos. Green, red. Glimpse. I mean, we're still doing things, I guess. Okay, another Blessing, or let's see. Pillage, pitch this. We have multiple more cost reducers. I'll try just Ren's Resolve here. I think the things I have to play this turn are Lotus Petal. Let's see. Apostle's Blessing until the end of this turn as well. So Morphos, red, red. Another Reckless Impulse. And that is it. Okay. We have a lot of mana and a couple of reducers still. But we didn't find the Surrounding Vines, which is costing us a lot. Our opponent weathers the storm. I think we can beat it, but it'll be tough. If they have a Sweeper, it'll be extra tough. We still have 7 lands in the deck. 7, I guess, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4 lands left in the deck. They play a Blood Fountain. They're just passing. Play a Mountain. We have the Seething Song. That's it for me, though. We will attack. Doop. I missed my attack. That sucks. You go to 70. It is strong. And they have a Breath Weapon. Pretty expected. We have to remember about breath weapons. They play an Ichor Wellspring. Go to 5 cards in hand. For Ren's Resolve. I'll try it. Big score Manamorphose. I'll put the Anarchomancer on the table. Cast the Manamorphose for 1 mana. Red. And let's just big score the Forest. Okay. We have 5 cards we can draw here. So I guess we're going to try for it again. Thornscape on the table. Glimpse. Find a... Guess we are now going to Seething Song. Thornscape in exile, so I can pitch the Anarchomancer. Reckless Impulse again. Gutter Snipe's good. We found an Apostle's Blessing also. Okay. Ren's Resolve. Our opponent will go to 68. A healthy 68. They have a Snuff Out. Roll Apostle's Blessing. That's my last Apostle's Blessing in the deck. Now they're trying to determine if they want to hold up Weather the Storm or if they want to kill my creature. We'll give it Pro Black. We do need another one if we're going to beat Weathers. We need 2 on the table. Okay, there's a second Gutter Snipe. I will try to Revelation the Anarchomancer. They now cast the Weather the Storm, so we are in the clear. We don't have very much mana right now, and still have 4 lands and multiple Sprouting Vines in the deck. Draw 2. Find the Sprouting Vines, so we can go play the Thornscape. So what's left in my deck? I had 18 card draw spells. We didn't take any out. We've used 1 Revelation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So there's 3 left. So if I Vines first, should be able to draw into them. Big Score, Glimpse, Pillage. Take this land, and this land. We only have 2 mana in play. Big Score and Pillage both make a mana. The rest of it doesn't. Vines. Okay. We have 2 mana left. Draw 2. We whiff. Okay. Feldon's Cane. And I will attack. I can't attack right now. 19. Storm was 19. Ah, man. I'm pretty hosed if they have a sweeper. I've already used 1 Breath Weapon. They Deadly Dispute. There's only 1 non-draw spell left in the deck. They have 3 mana available. Start with a Glimpse. Opponent goes to 91. A healthy 91. Let's see. Do I want to play the Anarchomancer out? That would make the Sprouting Vines cheaper. I can go Lotus Petal, Hold Control, play the big, whichever, this one is a sorcery. Hold Control, Pillage, pitch this. I have 0 cards in library, I can't draw any cards. Big Score, pitch this. Very dead to a sweeper. Crack the Feldon's Cane. Loop the loop. And Sprouting Vines. No, they have the sweeper. Okay, GG. Got me. I guess we need Dispels or we need just more Gutter Snipes in the deck. They slowed down quite a bit to cast a bunch of sweepers. Bring the Gutter Snipe in. Just cut on 1 Apostle's Blessing. It seems like they're more about the sweepers than they are about the point removal. So more Gutter Snipes, more Sprouting Vines. Going back to the original configuration, going up a land, down a petal. So many sweepers. All right, we're on the play. I think I'm going to keep. They're probably not going to turn 1 to rest me. They mulligan to 6. I'll play a Forest and pass the turn. Our opponent plays a Drawsforge Bridge. Okay. Can we find a land? They've got the upkeep stop. He did find a land. So I can play the land and pass, or I can go Anarchomancer, Petal, Reckless Impulse. I think it's better to just pass. Play a Twisted Landscape. Do find a Gutter Snipe. Reckless Impulse looking for lands. Found the land. I will pass again. They play a Mountain. Holding up Breath Weapon. Find Sprouting Vines. Let's Reckless Impulse again. Play out my Feldon's Cane. Pass the turn. I like Cane over Clear the Mind because you can play it out of exile like that just did. They play a Krark-Clan Shaman. They did not make a land drop. We both missed lands that turn. I'll play Ren's Resolve. I have 8 cards in hand. Thornscape Familiar. Play a land. Pass the turn. I mean, Lotus Petal, not a land. They can only sacrifice 1 artifact right now. Oh, they're going to Deadly Dispute their Krark-Clan Shaman to draw cards. That makes sense. Let's see. They've got a Duress. I suppose they take the Morphos. They took the Sprouting Vines. Interesting. I have potentially a sweeper. I'll go Anarchomancer. Cast Morphos. Make red-green. Play Thornscape Familiar. Play Seething Song. Then I'm just going to start trying to draw cards. I could play the Gutter Snipe first, make them use their thing. I'll just glimpse here. Mountain. And go Gutter Snipe. Cast another glimpse. Ping you for 2. Then they cast the Breath Weapon. We respond by Seething Song. Seething Song. So we're going to draw a bunch of cards. They're at 16. I can now Sprouting Vines. But I don't have a land drop, right? Do I have a land drop? I made a land drop. So I'll go green, a Narcomancer, Pariah Ren's Resolve, on the Metamorphose, which is really good. We'll go green, green. Now I can Sprouting Vines. Get all my lands out of the deck. I think all the things that are in exile are from Glimpses. Maybe not. Come on! Can we do it? We need another Cost Reducer or another Seething Song, but I've used a couple of those already. We have 2 Seething Songs left and 5 Cost Reducers left. It's nice that you can look at your entire deck here. Okay, I have 4 men in play and nothing else. So let's Pirate's Pillage, discarding a land, 1 mana floating. I think it behooves me to put the Gutter Snipe on the table rather than the Electric Revelation, even though that's going to go into exile. And we can discard, 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 discard again. We can rebuild our mana on the table by big scoring or basically just discarding the lands that I have in hand. A Galvanic Blast my creature. Okay. I'm going to go for attack you for 2, which is 16 or 14. They probably have another sweeper. We have 1, 2, play another Gutter Snipe. Big score, pitching a mountain. You go to 12. I'm grinding. There's the Breath Weapon. Oh, cast down. Okay. They have 4 cards in hand. I think I'm going to pass still. Let's untap and have a lot more mana. I probably should have played the mountain from exile. I forgot that that was there. I thought it was going away. That was a huge mistake. Because now these big scores are worse. Man, this is tense. 4 mana for a Writhing Chrysalis. So I still have Sweeper available. We have 1 Gutter Snipe left in our deck. Let's start off with our Glimpse. Thornscape's great. Hit Thornscape. Play the Seething Song. And then play another Thornscape. Now I can pillage and discard a Lotus Petal. You have a Sweeper? Maybe. I'll try Glimpse. Found Metamorphose. And a Ren's Resolve. I'll try the Ren's Resolve first. Playing the sorcery speed stuff. Let's make mana with the Seething Song. Morphos. Green, green. Rimples. 3 cards left in deck. Morphos again. Make red, red. Where are you? There's a Sprouting Vines. And I can big score from here. Discard Lotus Petal. Now I have enough creatures to continue. Play the Gutter Snipe. Well, I guess first I want to crack the Feldon's Cane. Let's think this through. Yes, I do. Crack the Cane. Play the Vines. Get all my lands out again. So this is giving me a lot of stuff to play at instant speed in response to their sweeper. That's my plan. Just gonna F6 here. Take all my basics out of my deck. This has been way more complicated than I thought it was going to be. But I'm really enjoying this build. Okay, so these ones are not gonna resolve. Well, they resolve, but they don't get anything. And maybe I play a land still. And play my Gutter Snipe. So let's Electric Revelation to begin. Here comes a Sweeper. Or what is this? Black. Cast down. Pitch this. 2 more damage. They did not have a Sweeper. Big score again. You go to 8. Let's look for some more instants. Find Vines. That's an instant we can cast. Discard this. They're at 6. Effectively 4. And then I guess I just cast the Vines. But they don't have anything else they can do. I might as well cast it. Put you to 2. And then I'll make a red and heal through this turn. This allows me to just press OK through all these storm triggers. 3 more gutter snipes in the deck. No weather storm for our opponent. They could have a snuff out, but they will die to it if they. And after this gutter snipe resolves, they can't resolve a snuff out. They can't pay 4 life. All right, so now we just have to find another gutter snipe. Start with the Seething Song, Glimpse, then Reckless. There's the gutter snipe. Got him. Boom. Yes. 3-1. Let's go to round 5. It's the last match of the league, and we're on the draw. We have no red mana and no cost reducer, as well as Feldon's Cane, so it's already a mulligan to 7, and we will go to 7. Here we have, opponent said that they are a big fan. Appreciate that a lot. We are going to keep this one. I suppose I can put back, so I really want to use this Vines. I think maybe I put back the Petal, but then I'm out of green mana. I'm still going to put back the Petal. Let's see what happens. I hope they don't burn me to death. Vault of Whispers. Don't cycle. Blood Fountain. It's Affinity, maybe? A Mountain. Pass the turn. Please no Refurbished. They have the Refurbished. So I will get rid of Seething Song. Block cast for the opponent. Affinity maintaining top spot on the list of decks that are very, very strong. Let's see. Guess we go Forest, Manamorphose, Petal, Vines. And then the next turn, we just big score away a land. They play a Wellspring. We'll go to 18 here. We have a Thornscape Familiar. So I can Thornscape, cast Petal, cast Manamorphose, make a red, and then green, Vines. We will get 1 mountain, 1, and then the rest forests, or like 2 forests, and then 1 more mountain. The hand is back. Okay, currently they don't have red mana, which makes playing the familiar a little bit less sketchy, but they could just cast down it, or play a Mirror Enforcer, or Deadly Dispute their Wellspring, but they're using a Reckoner's Bargain on the Wellspring. Now they have red mana. Go to 16. Mirror Enforcer, no! I'll start with Ren's Resolve. Looking for cost reducers. Found a Gutter Snipe. Go Mountain. Big score pitching Forest. Okay, next turn we could be set up for victory. But we have to fade removal spells. The plan would be a Narcomancer into Glimpse, or Narcomancer into Gutter Snipe into Glimpse. And now that they see the Gutter Snipe in exile, they might hold on to removal for it. Nope, they just kill my creature. Super dead. We're taking 6, and then 6 going to 4. We're at 10 right now. So another Galvanic just kills me. Discards a land. Plays a land. Another Refurbished. Okay. They have 8 power on the table. Let's a Narcomancer. Play a Glimpse. Didn't really get anywhere with that. Land. Try a Reckless Impulse. Need mana. Okay, that's not really there either. Oh, we have a Thornscape. Green for a Thornscape. Okay, so now the big score is mana neutral. Lotus Petal. Big score here. And red. Pitch the Forest. Back to 2 mana. No Seething Song. Try the Glimpse. We need a Seething Song out of this. Not a Manamorphose. That's close. Morphose. I can make red-green and then play... Well, I think I just go red here still. On a Feldon's Cane. So this Glimpse is until the end of this turn. This is until the end of this turn. They're all until the end of this turn. So I just try the Glimpse first. Okay, Lotus Petal. And then, unfortunately, we are just going to have to go Gutter Snipe. We lose a bunch of stuff. We do get some spawns. Next turn, we can try to play some spells into the Sprouting Vines if we live through this. They have to not have a Karkland Shaman. We can chump the Enforcer with a spawn. Okay, GG. So that was hard. Affinity is mean. Let's bring in... Need like max protection. And then what can we cut? Gonna be 1 village. That takes me down on mana, but Revelation takes me down on 2 draw spells potentially. So I would rather keep the Revelation in the deck. Alright, I think I can keep this. Narcomancer plus Blessing, we can keep it alive hopefully, and then start to chain spells and win the game. Our opponent mulligans to 6. I'll play Mountain and pass the turn. They play a Chromatic Star. I'll play Forest. They might have a Hydroblast here. I'm just going to play the Anarchomancer out. Can't really play around everything. Next turn, if this survives, we have Apostle's Blessing to protect it. And if it doesn't, then we just play out a Ren's Resolve. Got 2 mana. Galvanic Blast is online. Another Anarchomancer. I'll try that. Okay. Attack for 2. It's happening. It's happening. Coming in. We can protect from a cast down. A Deadly Dispute. Okay. Now they have red mana. Great Furnace. Okay. All Apostle's Blessing. Protection from red. What do you want to do? Maybe they just use their treasure. I'll give protection from red. Are they going to do anything else? Cast down the other one. I'll try Seething Song. It resolves. Pitch the Revelation. Putting some more mana on the table. Finding another Narcomancer. Let's play this Ren's Resolve. Another Blessing. And a big score. So I guess we can go green for the Anarchomancer. And then big score, discarding the Forest. And then I'll pass the turn. Attacking for 2. We have another protection spell. So far the Apostle's Blessings have been pretty good. Just keeping my creatures on the table. Almost makes me want to main deck them. They're gonna Krark Clan Shaman. It's kind of a lot for them to just sacrifice 2 artifacts plus the Krark Clan Shaman and only get 1 of my creatures. Use a cast down. Yep. I'll attack you for 2. And play this Glimpse. Okay, so Forest, Thornscape, and then just cast the Sprouting Vines. Sprouting Vines. We'll get some lands. Mountain, Mountain, and a Forest. Cannot play any of those this turn. And then our Apostle's Blessing, okay, we lose it because it was from a Ren's Resolve or something. So now they can wipe my board again. Okay, so before they wipe, they played a land, played a Mirror Enforcer, 2 cards left. Now they can sacrifice 2 creatures, or 2 artifacts, and have a 4/4 in play. Which is strong. Yep. You have a 4/4. I'll play a Gutter Snipe, then I can play another Gutter Snipe. That's an interesting play. Pass the turn. Who's dealing 4 damage now? If I big score away the Forest, they go to 10. They attack. If they don't have another Krark Clan Shaman, looking pretty good for me. Plays a land. Do they have the Shaman? They have a Mirror Enforcer. That's 8 damage on the table. They have a Seething Song. Okay, I'll try the Seething Song. Can we do it? Will this resolve? They're going to 10. Big score. Discard a land. I'll go back up to 5 mana. They're at 6. We draw. Metamorphose. It's happening. Metamorphose. I think we get it. Wow. Red, red, or red, green. Doesn't really matter. Has a Seething Song. Woohoo! All right. So we took a post-board game. Let's try. See, they're just gonna go like full on. How good was the Apostle Blessing? And is it better than Gutter Snipe? Gutter Snipe there allowed us to just force through what they were doing, but the Apostle's Blessing kind of got us there. Maybe we just try to not overextend, bring back in all of this stuff. I'm on the draw though. Just don't overextend and force their hand and blast. That I cannot keep. Even if this were, we had another Lotus Petal here, I couldn't keep it. Mulligan. 1 land. This is how it's going to be. Mulligan. Keep. Put back the Lotus Petal and Forest. One good thing is that with all these lands in hand, I have some stuff to pitch. Play a mountain. I'll probably throw the familiar on the table right away. Our opponent has led on a Vault of Whispers, and what else? Silver Bluff Bridge. Put the Thornscape on the table. Let's start chipping. They play a Refurbished Familiar, discarding my land. Cool. So I probably have to Reckless Impulse. Our Clan Shaman hits the table. Reckless Impulse. I'm trying to find lands and draw spells. I will Ren's Resolve. Not find a land. Okay. Cannot get up to the Sprouting Vines there, so I have to pass. Next turn I can probably play the Vines. Our opponent attacks for 2. We have a Gutter Snipe. Let's start with the Manamorphose. I'll make red or red-green. 3, 4. Then I can go Seething Song, I guess. I'm afraid that they're going to have a counter spell. I can Thornscape into Seething Song. That doesn't do anything better. So I guess I just cast the Seething Song. I didn't have a counter spell. So it looks like we're going to go Gutter Snipe, Reckless Impulse, Sprouting Vines. This is 2, 3, 6 mana. We have 5, 6, 7 mana. Okay, Gutter Snipe. They're going to be incentivized to do a board wipe. Hydroblast for the opponent. Okay. Hold Control, Reckless Impulse, Sprouting Vines. Grabbing some lands. Start with 2 forests and some mountains. I'm getting the forest out of the deck. I might want to make a land drop for forests, but I also rather just pitch the forest if I have to pitch something. Find a Ren's Resolve and a Manamorphose. I can play the mountain and pass the turn. They don't have the very big clock. Maybe this is going to be fine. I have no way to kill the Clan Shaman. I have 4 cards in hand. Haven't made a land drop. Maybe more Hydroblasts. Getting in. We're at 16 now. My turn. Start with the Morphose. Red-green. Pass the Pillage. Pitching a forest. Resolves. Alright, I'll play another land. Pillage or big score. Pitching a forest. We have 10 cards in hand. Play this. 2. So I guess I'm gonna play out another Thornscape. Green. Thornscape Familiar. And then I'm going to Pirate's Pillage. Discarding a mountain. 7 cards in hand. Has Seething Song. Limps. Play the Cane. Okay, I'll try the Anarchomancer here. Then I cast a big score, discarding the mountain. I'll have 3 mana. Cast the Sprouting Vines, get the rest of the lands out of the deck. Are we doing it? Just 3 lands left. So we have 4 cost reducers left in the deck. 3 Glimpses, 2 Revelation, a Reckless Impulse, and a Ren's Resolve. And then I guess I just play the big score. Go to 3 mana. So now I have double Familiar. Let's start on Gutter Snipe here. Maybe they have another Hydroblast. They didn't. I will play the Manamorphose. Heal you 2. I expect that they now do something. Still not board wiping. We'll cast a big score. Discard a forest. Heal you 2. I guess it's not great for them to have to wipe the board. Now they're sacrificing. Sacrifice. Okay. They will, Deadly Dispute their creature? If it's a Reckoner's Bargain, it's better for me. Deadly Dispute. We're going to end up with 4 mana from the big score and the Manamorphose. All of my creatures are dead. So we're very ahead on board at least. Make red-green. And play out the Anarchomancer. And then I guess pass the turn. I have no reason to try to do anything else. Let's wait until I get more mana. We get a Spawn token. That was the 2nd Vines in the deck. So if we can storm off, find the 3rd Vines, loop the deck, loop the loop. Go Refurbish Familiar. A little bit annoying. Discard another land. You have yet another Krark. So that's what they were saving, extra Krarks. Okay, I'm just going to go Hornscape Familiar and start casting some spells. Glimpse the Impossible. A Seething Song. Looks like they're F6. That's kind of funky. Glimpse again. How many Gutter Snipes do we have left? 1, 2. We brought in the rest of them. 8 cards left. Glimpse. There's a Gutter Snipe. We found the Sprouting Vines. 5 cards left. So I'll cast the Ren's Resolve. So just want to cast things while I have the cost reduction. Manamorphose to make mana. Green, red. Play the Gutter Snipe. Play Reckless Impulse. And now they're going to sacrifice their board. So I guess we want the Gutter Snipe in the deck when we loop. It feels like we're going to win. It's been quite a grind. Some of these, I can't believe we're storming off and grinding over people. It's fun to do though. Drawing lots of cards. Okay, so things are going to die. That happens. I think we have 1 Gutter Snipe left. Yes, okay. Play my land. We'll go Lotus Petal, Lotus Petal. It's just straight up combo time. Make some green. 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 The Narcomancer. Thornscape. We could play. Now do I wheel right now? Try to get the Gutter Snipe. You can hold control. Electric Revelation. Pitching the Mountain. Wait. I have to play the Narcomancer here. Hold control. Electric Revelation. Pitch this. Crack the Cane. Now all my lands are back in my deck. We'll go green. Sprouting Vines. This only costs 1 mana because of the double Narcomancer. And let's see what happens. Pretty excited. Closing it off on a bang. Looks like we're going to get a 4-1, losing only to Mono Blue Terror. But all of these matches have been 3 games each, and it's just a grind. Pretty fun. I'm really excited to see whether or not people can come up with some additional improvements to this deck. My first version with Sprouting Vines was a 2-3, I believe, so this is definitely improvement over that. Okay, draw 2 cards. Draw a Ritual, so Manamorphose. Make mana. Ba-ba-boom! Oops. Alright, Seething Song. That is enough. Glimpse. Woohoo! Reckless Impulse. You get a 4. Big score. Pitch this. You get a 0. Awesome. Go back to the game. GG opponent. Good luck in the rest. Woohoo! Happy for me. We got the 4-1. Go back to the deck. It's hard to decide what the improvements could be. I think there's a lot of minor tweaks that could happen. I really, really enjoy just putting storm spells on the stack. And you can see that from this is like a lot of weird tests. Maybe some number of Gutter Snipe could be something different. I like the fact that we have 20 essentially divinations, so I would continue with that. Apostle's Blessing was pretty solid, but a lot of times it was just forcing through seemed better than having Apostle's Blessing, so that's an issue, and who knows like what you can even take out post-board. 14 lands seemed fine, actually, so just mulligan to the right number of lands and make it happen. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed. I know that was maybe long, but we got to storm, so I'll see you in the next video.